Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieve this beautiful, golden, glossy, what else, dewy, I don't know, what else, full coverage glam look using a whole bunch of my favorite products, including the new Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. This palette is amazing and I actually received it in the mail quite a while ago, but I never got a chance to using it any earlier because I was just super busy with weddings and other events and commitments and whatever, but I finally got the chance to use it. So if you guys want to see how I achieved this amazing look, then please keep on watching. So I already completed my brows off camera. You guys all know I take forever to do my brows, which is why I barely ever do them on camera for any of my videos. The brow product that I use today is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5. I would definitely recommend this product because it is super fine. It works really, really well for sparse brows like mine because it just really gets in there, and I just love this product. So I just zoomed in a tad bit just so you guys can see how I go about doing my eyes today. This palette is so freaking pretty. Like, look at it. I feel like it can work for any season, especially fall, and I'm definitely going to be dipping into the shade Honey today. It is so pretty. So to start off, I'm going to be going into the shade Keeper. So I'm just putting that in my crease just to give a nice transition shade. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a smoky, so having the shade in my crease would allow for a nice transition. I forgot to mention I'm using the Morphe M503 blending brush. I really like this brush because it is tapered. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but yeah, no, it's not picking it up. It's tapered, but then it fits really nice in the crease and you can buff it out. This color is really nice. It's showing up nice on my skin. So what I already like about this palette is that a lot of the shades work well for all skin tones. I hate when I have a palette where there's a transition shade that just is lighter than my skin tone and it's really not going to do much. Next, I'm going to be going into the shade Drip. It's a little bit darker than Keeper. I'm just going to take that shade and deepen up the crease a tad bit. This brush is the M507 by Morphe, and it's honestly one of my favorite brushes for applying color. It's super tapered, it's very small, and it fits perfectly in the crease, and just anytime I want to deepen up the crease, this is the brush that I use. So many of you guys have been asking me to create a video on my favorite brushes, which I keep saying that I'm gonna do and I never get around to it, but I definitely will do one just because I know how important brushes are in creating a makeup look. I do wish that there was a black shade in this palette, just because I find that when there's a neutral tone palette, I just feel like just to create like the perfect smoky black is necessary. So I'm just gonna go in with the last shade in the palette, which is Sting. It's the darkest brown. I'm just going to use that to darken the outer V. I'm just debating if I should add a black shadow in my outer V. Should I not? I think I'm going to. So I'm actually going to go into another Urban Decay palette. It is the Born to Run palette, and it is one of my favorite palettes just because all these colors are just so beautiful. I'm gonna dip into the shade Jet and just add that into the outer V. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and cut my crease off of camera and I will be right back. So my crease is cut and now I'm gonna be dipping into the shade Queen, and I'm actually gonna be putting that closer to the middle and outer V. Keep having to look at the camera because the focus is right in the middle, and every single time I put my hand in front of my face, the camera is focusing on my hand and not my eye. So bear with me. Then I'm gonna dip into this beautiful yellow golden shade called Honey in the palette. Oh my god. I'm just gonna blend in the two shades together. Actually, I'm gonna dip into the other golden shade, Golden, and I'm just gonna put that in the middle just so it gives a nice blend between the two colors. And finally, I'm gonna go into the shade Sting, the dark brown shade, with my blending brush. And I'm just gonna blend the outer V in with the gold shade, just so it doesn't look like a bunch of colors not blended in together. Ow. I love how this turned out. So I pretty much completed the eyeshadow portion. I'm gonna be going in with a new set of lashes. Sorry, they're not new, I've actually used them, but they're a new collection by Velour. I absolutely love this collection. It's their Fluff and Glam collection, and I'm using the style Can't Be Tamed. They are super wispy, and I've probably worn them like 3 times already because I absolutely love them. I forgot to put on mascara. So I just curled my lashes, and I'm going in with the MAC Extended Play mascara. I'm just tilting my head up using a mirror to apply my lashes, just because that helps me get my lashes on to my upwards rather than straight ahead. That seemed fairly easy, and forever is that easy, but that's what I love about Velour's lash band. I don't know what it is. Usually a thick lash band does not work for me, but I guess it's the way they're shaped. They're like perfectly curved and they just like sit perfectly on my eyelids. Maybe it's my eye shape, I don't know, but it just works so well for me. Now that my eyes are done, I'm gonna be going in with some primers. I've been mixing the MAC Strobe Cream and the Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer, as well as the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I use all 3. I know it sounds crazy because all 3 kind of are primers. I just like using a lot of skin prep products because my smile lines do crease and I do have super dry skin, so I like to have a flawless base first before I put on my foundation. So to start off, I'm going to be using the MAC Strobe Cream in Gold Light. And this has been one of my holy grail go-to products since I can't even remember, honestly. I've been using this for quite a while. And it's amazing because it just gives you that beautiful glow while moisturizing your skin. And honestly, you can wear it on its own too. Like, look at that. I love looking super dewy. I think I say this in like every single one of my videos. And next I'm going to be going in with the Banana Bright Face Primer by Ulla Henriksen. One thing I did want to mention about this product though, although it is amazing and it does give a beautiful glow, you don't want to rub too hard because I do find that when you rub too hard, the product starts to flake and you don't want that. Just massaging all of this into my skin. And last but not the least, I'm going to be going in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and this has also been one of my go-tos. I've been using just this specific one for over a year now, and it's lasted me quite a while. I'm not going to put this all over my face, I'm just going to put this around my mouth, around where my smile lines are. Primer is one thing that I just can't change up. As many primers as I've received in the mail and stuff like that, these 3 are the only ones that I use ever. When I go out for my videos, I'm sure you guys have noticed, I barely ever use any other primers. Because they just work for me, so why not? Why would I change it? Skin looking flawless. For my foundation and my concealer, I'm going to be going in with the new Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation and the Correcting Concealer. I've already put out a video on my Instagram about these 2 products, and honestly, they are amazing. This is probably one of the only foundations that matches my skin dead on. I'm not sure if it matches right now because my tan is going away, And this concealer is more of a natural shade. It's not a highlighting concealer, so I may actually go in with a brighter concealer after if it looks too dark. And yeah, what I love about this foundation is that there are, I believe, 50 shades. And honestly, if I was able to find a shade, I'm sure you will too. So I would definitely recommend it. It is super, super full coverage, but it is so weightless. You don't even notice that you're wearing foundation on your face, which is what I love about it. I usually do color correct before I put on foundation, but because this foundation is very full coverage, I can get away with not wearing any color corrector. And I'm just gonna go in with one of my favorite sponges, the Elsie sponge, to blend out my foundation. Like, look how perfect this shade looks. I don't know how it looks on camera, but on my monitor, it looks freaking bomb. I hate blending. I know this sounds really weird, especially for a makeup artist. I hate blending foundation down my neck. I just don't like the idea of getting foundation all over my clothes. So it helps when you have a foundation that matches your skin color. Ah! I got some foundation in my eyebrows, and this is why I hate doing my eyebrows before foundation, but I can't help it. Like, I hate doing eyebrows after foundation because I feel like when you put foundation, something liquidy, and then you do your eyebrows, I feel like they wipe off faster. Doesn't this look so flawless? I love this foundation. It looks so good. Like, my shoulder and my face pretty much look like the same shade, which never happens. Next, I'm going to be going in with the concealer in the shade 70NY. As you can see, it's fairly close to my skin tone. So I think I'm going to go in with another concealer as well, just to brighten up my under eyes. But this is just amazing for coverage. I would probably use this concealer like for an everyday look, just because it is super, super close to my skin tone. Looks very natural, feels lightweight. I'm just gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Tan Sand. And I'm just gonna put a tad bit right over here, just on my forehead and my nose. I look hella crazy right now, but I'm just about to blend everything out. And I'm just going to use the pointed side of my blender to blend out the concealer. This is what I love about this beauty blender, a beauty sponge. It's by Elsie Cosmetics, by the way. It's shaped so that you can use it to blend product in every corner of your face. And I know it looks super pointy, but it does not poke my eye or anything like that. Super soft. I love how my skin looks. It looks amazing. Hopefully it looks amazing on camera too. And honestly, I don't even feel like I have makeup on my face. That's a crazy part. It's so lightweight. I love it. To set my face, I'm going to be going in with the new Dermablend Professional Illuminating Banana Powder. I've already used this and I love it. It has a warm, luminous finish. I know it looks super light, but it does not leave an ashy finish on your face, which is what I love about it. Usually light powders tend to leave. I should probably blend my eye out. You guys, before you apply your powders, make sure you're not creasing, because once you set that, you set that. It does not move. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pack the powder in. You guys probably can't see it on camera, but it does have that. It does have that very illuminating, luminous finish to it. So as I pack, I'm just gonna try to wipe everything off. To set the rest of my face, I'm just gonna be going in with my Studio Fix powder by MAC that I have in my hand already. I'm using the shade NC50. I always set a lot around my mouth just because that is where I crease. And my forehead, because that's where we all tend to get oily first. Usually I cream contour when I'm doing my foundation and my concealer, but today I didn't do that just because I'm going to be going in with a powder bronzer instead. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer in the shade Mahogany. The crazy thing about this is I found this at Winners. Winners is amazing. They sell all sorts of brands for a lot cheaper than what they sell in Sephora and their home store. Yeah, I found this in Winners for, I believe, $16.99, and I'm pretty sure it sells for about $30-ish in stores, so I picked it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first use my brush, my angle brush, to create a line, as you can see, and then I'm gonna start blending. Also gonna get my jawline. I like when my jawline is cinched. Just gonna contour my forehead, just cause got a 5-head up in here. And for my highlighter, I'm gonna be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Highlighter in So Hollywood. This is one of my favorite highlighters. I actually don't use it as often as I probably should, but it's a beautiful glowy golden shade and I just love it. You do have to be careful when you're using loose powders, just because it could get all over your face, especially highlighters. You don't want it to be all over your face. Whew. And if you do feel like you put too much on, you can go back in with your powder brush and just blend it out. For my blush, I'm going to be using the Buxom Wonderlust Primer Infused Blush in Ibiza. I haven't used this bad boy in a while, and I'm really excited to use it because I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to go in with one of my Luxie blush brushes. These blushes smell like coconut and it smells so good. So I'm just going to go back in to the Urban Decay Honey Palette and complete my eyes. And I'm going to zoom back in just so you guys can see. So I'm going to start off by using the shade Drip. It was that medium toned brown that I used to deepen up my crease. I'm just like buffing it out. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Queen and I'm just going to put it at the center of my under eyes. And then I'm going to take beautiful honey shade and put it on the inside. It just makes it pop. I love it. I'm also going to be dipping into the shade Flyby. It is the white shade, the first one in the palette. And I'm just going to put it on top of the gold shade right in the inner corner just to make the inner corner look a little bit brighter. Fabulous. So I pretty much completed the eye makeup. I went ahead and added a gold liner in my waterline, which I love. It looks really nice. The one I used, I should probably show you guys. I don't know where I put it. I used the NARS High Pigment Longwear Eyeliner in Sunset Boulevard. And I used a bunch of these liners. They are so freaking creamy and pigmented. Clearly, you can see a gold liner in my eyes. Looks really nice, right? I wasn't sure what lip color I was gonna do, but because it is fall and my eyes and my shirt and everything kind of look like fall colors, I was thinking of doing a orangey, peachy, burnt orangey shade. I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards doing a nude just because my eyes are popping and I don't want to take away from them, so I don't know. I think I might just do a nude. Stick to the nudes. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips with one of my favorite lip liners, the MAC Chestnut. When I line the bottom of my lips, I always overline them just because I like when my lips look more plump. And then I'm just going to start shading it in on the sides and in the middle. And for lip shade, I'm just gonna go ahead with the Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in Unbutton. It is a beautiful, I wanna say peachy nude. There's one thing that I noticed about the Fenty lip paints. They're super liquidy, so when you put them on and then you try to blend it, it doesn't look as pigmented, if you guys get what I'm saying. I don't know if any of you guys have that issue. So what I do is I just put it all over my lips and I let it dry for a little bit, And then once it's dry, I'll put another layer and keep layering until the pigment is how I like it. And finally, to set my face, I'm gonna be going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is honestly, I wanna say everyone's holy grail. It works so well, and this is probably one of the only setting sprays I use when I go out to events because it literally keeps my makeup on all night. Do you guys love my makeup as much as I do? So that completes the look. I actually went in with a gloss, the I Love Saraí X Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in Glass Lip. It is very beautiful, but my review on this palette, I do love all of the shades. They are so beautiful, they are so pretty. All of the shimmers in this palette are super, super pigmented. As you can see on my eyes, they are super pigmented. The gold looks so freaking pretty. The matte shades are also beautiful. There's so many transition shade options in this palette, which is what I loved about this palette. It's something that can work for all skin tones. My only con about this palette is that I wish I had a black shade, but I know Urban Decay does have other palettes that come with black shades. But yeah, I really like it. The pigments are good. The colors are amazing. I would highly recommend this palette. It works beautifully. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, then I would really appreciate it if you can leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel. I know I always promise I'm gonna come out with more content, but I do have a few videos shot. I just have to edit them and post them. But I do have some amazing fall content coming out, so if you would like to see, then don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!